to compare all four of the golden weapons from the legacy or OG golden weapons for and the brand new season 16 golden weapons. So before we start, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's start with Kai. And here, guys, is the two golden weapons. So I'm gonna compare them, and I'm gonna also show them in their crystallized version, and I'm gonna decide which one is better. So first, we have the original or legacy Sword of Fire for Kai. So this one is really good. I really like all the details. But in the show, it had like a little blue dot in here. If the camera wants to focus on the sword, yeah. But it had like a dot right here, a blue dot. But it's still a pretty good sword. The handle and the blade is really cool, and this is why the Sword of Fire is one of my favorite golden weapons. Now let's move on to the second golden weapon. So the second golden weapon is not that great. Like, just comparing it to the other one, yeah, the original one is much longer and much more detailed. Now, we haven't seen the golden weapons in season 16. I mean, we saw some of them in the trailer, but we haven't seen the Sword of Fire, if I'm correct. So it has a small handle compared to the other one, and it has a weird shape like this. It just goes down and then has a bigger blade. It has some sort of teeth here for a dragon, and for the printing, yeah, nothing really special. But in the crystallized form of the Sword of Fire, it looks so cool. I just love it in his crystallized form. Like, it's cool. I like it. Like, if I put it on a minifigure, for example, this custom Kai, it looks really cool, and it really looks like an evil, like, corrupted version of the golden weapons. But just like when you take it off, yeah, it's not the same thing. And then if you're wondering, for the OG Sword of Fire, this is how it looks like. But if you put it like that, it looks like that. Not the greatest. And now let's move on to the second golden weapon. So the second golden weapon is the Scythe of Quakes. So let's start this time with the brand new season 16 one. So to be honest with you, the brand new season 16 one is cooler. Like, it's only my opinion, but I think it's much better compared to the legacy one. So it's much more accurate to the show, and I'm really happy with it. I like how they printed, like, the details of the dragon head, and then bottom. I think it's a really cool golden weapon, and compared to the Sword of Fire, but the new Sword of Fire was really a downgrade from the legacy one. I think for the season 16 Scythe of Quakes, I think this is really an upgrade from the from season 10. Now moving on to the second golden weapons is the Legacy Scythe of Quakes. So this is pretty cool, but it doesn't have printed things on it, just like the brand new season 16 did. I mean, though it's pretty good, it's still pretty good. I still like it, the design and all. But just the dragon head in here is not really accurate, and like the hole in it here is not accurate at all. But I mean, this was like 2019. So I know 2022. So it's really, yeah, it's okay, but I think the season 16 one is better. And now I'm gonna show the crystallized form of the season 16 golden weapon. So this is how it looks. I think it looks pretty, I mean, not good, but I prefer it when it's not crystallized, to be honest. I prefer it when it's without the crystal parts. Because I think with the crystallized piece, it just makes it longer and like uglier. And it's almost the size of the golden weapon of Legacy. Is it like bigger? Yeah, yeah. You see, it's much longer, and I don't really like it. But for the season 16, it's gonna be a huge upgrade for the Scythe of Quakes of Coal. Now let's move on to the third golden weapon. Now for the third golden weapon of oh, dude, I messed up. For the third golden weapon, we have Jay's Nunchucks of Lightning. So let's start with the Legacy one. The Legacy ones looks pretty inaccurate to what we saw in the show, and it's really not bad. I mean, I still like them. I still think they're pretty good weapons. And like the Nunchucks of Lightning is also one of my favorite golden weapons. I really like the design with the dragon heads, and yeah. But the only thing that brings this down is that just didn't add like transparent blue chain to make it like some sort of lightning effect and like much cooler lightning effect. Even though I saw with the brand new Ninjago Evo, no, not Evo, like battle thing, whatever, like with these brand new pieces in hard plastic and stuff, like, yeah, from the epic battle sets, you had the like some sort of nunchucks, and like you could cut the chain and just put it on these, but it was cool, but it just didn't move, so that was the only downgrade with it. And that's all I have to say for the Legacy Nunchucks of Lightning. Now, let's move on to the season 16 ones. So, at first, I wasn't really happy with the design of the season 16 ones. But like the more I use them, the more cool they look. Like, even though you might hate me for what I just said, but I think like these are really cool weapons. And there's some people think it just sucks, and just some other people think it's good. I think it's good, even though they could have made it better. So, this is how it looks, and I think just like that in this angle support, it's much cooler. To be honest, I just love the design of these, how they're cool for like posability and stuff, like cool attacks and stuff. I think these are really good, and even though you don't like it, I mean, everyone has his own opinion, but I think these are really good. So now let's show you the crystallized versions of these. So for the crystallized version of the Nunchucks of Lightning, it does this kind of like staff thing, and don't get me wrong, but it's actually good, and I kind of like it. But something you could do to make it better is to have two of these crystallized pieces. Like on one of them, you put one of the nunchucks of lightning, and on the other one, you do the same thing. But unfortunately, I don't have a second piece of this. Even though I'll get more season 16 sets like in a few days, and I'll review them on the channel, so stay tuned for that. But I still think these are really good on the crystallized form. If I put it on, I think it looks pretty good in some angles, like some poses, just like that. It looks like a cool evil staff, but in reality, it's just the nunchucks of lightning. But I still like it. So for some people, the season 16 nunchucks of lightning was a downgrade to the legacy ones. But I think it's both of them. I think it's mainly an upgrade and a downgrade for some of them. And now let's move on to the last go-to weapon, the Shurikens of Ice. So for the Shurikens of Ice, we have the original one or the legacy ones and the brand new season 16 ones. So let's start with with the legacy ones. So these are pretty small, and if you compare it, it's just a recolor of just a silver shuriken. There's nothing really special about it. It's just like a smaller version of this, but it's less detailed and cooler than the brand new one. So it is not so bad, but I mean it was this shuriken piece was first used in the pilot season, so it's been years since we have this shuriken piece. So it's a good thing that Lego made a brand new piece for this, and I can kind of see it being used in some other themes, other ninja themes. Even I don't think there's other ninja themes except Ninjago. Anyway, I think these are still pretty good. And now for the season 16 ones. So these, in my opinion, are much cooler, much more detailed, much more bigger. They're even more sharp. But don't get me wrong, I mean, these are also sharp, but these are sharp, but pretty much a bit rounded than the original ones. So, but these are still pretty cool. The only downgrade to it, but it's hard plastic. And the other ones were rubber. It was rubber, but this is hard plastic. This is, I think, only downgrade to this brand new Shuriken of Ice. But I think it's much more cooler, and just let me zoom in. I think these are cool. Details. These kind of look like dragon wings. These pieces kind of look like dragon wings, and I think that's really cool. And now I'm going to show you the crystallized version of them. So, for the crystallized version, you just have these two pieces right here. Just put them on. And yeah, it just doesn't look good to me. So, I don't like it like that. I just don't like how it's on the side and not on the main blade. I think they could have tried something else, these blade right here. I think they could have made it attached here or something. Maybe you can customize it with one of these clip pieces and put it here. That would make it much cooler. And then for the second one, You see, for the second one, it kind of fits, but it's not that good. So, Lego was pretty limited with doing these Shurikens of Ice. And like, weird enough, if you have these, it actually fits for some reason. Like, if you don't like these ones, you can use the legacy ones if you want. And yeah, that's it. So I think for the Shurikens of Ice, it's mainly an upgrade for me. And there you have it. That was my review of all 4 of the brand new Ninjago Season 16, and also pretty much a review and comparison video. Like, it was both review and comparison video. So, I think the golden weapons that really got an upgrade is definitely the Scythe of Quakes, the Shurikens of Ice, and for me, the Shurikens of the Nunchucks of Lightning. But the one that really got a downgrade is, yeah, the Sword of Fire. I just don't like how it just had this angle and it just goes back up, and like that they didn't need to do that. Like, if they just continued this into all the way down, it would have been much better and much cooler. So yeah, that's all I have to say for this comparison and review video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and new Custom Ninjas episode coming soon. Ninja, see you in the next video. Peace out.